Hey guys, a warm welcome back to the channel. Today I want to share my full experience with the AMERLIFE 20x10 FT tunnel greenhouse with built-in sprinkler system, which I've been using for a few months in my backyard garden. If you've been thinking about growing your own vegetables, herbs, or flowers at home, this greenhouse is honestly a game changer. I've tried smaller setups and DIY tents before, but nothing comes close to this in terms of space, durability, and convenience. First off, let's talk about the size and structure. At 20 feet long and 10 feet wide, this tunnel greenhouse is big enough to fit multiple rows of plants while still leaving space to walk inside comfortably. It's a proper walk-in greenhouse, so you don't have to crouch or squeeze around, which makes planting, watering, and harvesting way easier. The frame is made of heavy-duty galvanized steel, which feels extremely sturdy and stable even when the wind picks up. I was honestly impressed by how solid the structure is compared to the cheap plastic tents I've seen online. The cover is made from thick, waterproof PE material, which keeps the greenhouse protected from rain, wind, and even harsh sunlight. I've noticed my plants thrive inside because the cover keeps the temperature and humidity more consistent than outside, which is perfect for sensitive seedlings or plants that need a little extra care. The cover is also transparent enough that sunlight reaches all areas inside, so nothing feels dim or shady. One of the standout features for me is the built-in sprinkler system. It's so convenient because I don't have to water each plant individually every day. The system distributes water evenly across the rows, which keeps the soil consistently moist without overwatering. I did a quick test when I first set it up, and the coverage was even, reaching all corners of the greenhouse. This feature alone saves a ton of time and ensures healthier plant growth. Assembly was straightforward, though it does take a couple of hours if you're doing it by yourself. The instructions are clear, and all the necessary tools are included, but having a helper definitely speeds things up. Once it's set up, the frame feels very stable and the cover fits tightly over the structure, which prevents sagging even during heavier rain. I've had some storms since putting it up, and it held up perfectly without any leaks or damage. Inside, the space feels very functional. I've arranged raised beds and pots along the sides while leaving a walking path in the middle, and there's still room for a small table for potting or organizing seedlings. The height is enough to stand comfortably, and it's easy to access every part of the greenhouse without bending or stretching awkwardly. I even added some trellis supports for climbing plants, and the structure handled the extra weight with no issues. Another thing I like is that it's very versatile. You can use it for vegetables like tomatoes, cucumbers, and peppers, herbs like basil and mint, or even decorative flowers. It really gives you the ability to extend your growing season because the greenhouse keeps plants protected from frost or extreme heat. I started some seedlings earlier than usual this year, and they grew faster and stronger inside the greenhouse than outside in my backyard. Some minor things to note: it's important to secure the cover tightly and check the frame occasionally, especially in very windy areas. Also, while the built-in sprinkler system is fantastic, you still need to monitor plant needs individually because some plants require more or less water than others. Other than that, I haven't had any major issues, and everything feels very high quality for the price. Overall, I'm really happy with this greenhouse. It's spacious, sturdy, and practical, and the built-in sprinkler system is a huge time saver. It has completely changed how I garden at home and made growing vegetables and herbs more enjoyable and efficient. If you've been on the fence about investing in a proper backyard greenhouse, this one is definitely worth considering. If you want to check the current price, click the link below for the best price. I honestly feel like this greenhouse is a long-term investment for anyone serious about backyard gardening. It's made my plants healthier, my gardening easier, and my whole experience more satisfying. That's my full review of the AMERLIFE 20x10 FT tunnel greenhouse. If you're thinking about growing your own vegetables, flowers, or herbs, this greenhouse is definitely something to consider for space, durability, and convenience.